I need y'all to go with me on this because what I'm about to say is going to sound very contradictory to what we have all been thinking. But multiple men have confirmed this for me out of their mouths. I asked them if this is true because I had a feeling it's 100% truth. Confirmed it straight to my face. So,
well, we're going to see if it's true or not. So we're going to keep the video going. She said all the men that she talked to, what she's about to say is true. So let's continue the video.
Just listen. When you first start talking to a man, if he's always available, as in every time you call, he answers. Every time you text, he there. He never has plans. Every time you text him, what are you doing? He's never doing anything. He not reading a book. He not at the gym. He not at his job. He don't got no side hustles. He's not starting a business.
What do I say to y'all on this channel all the time, man? The MO is to have a complete life. So you need to be working on everything that's, you know what I'm saying, that's stimulating your mind, whether through, you know what I'm saying, business podcasts or podcasts about financials or podcasts about anything that you can learn. Either that, you need to be reading, need to be in the gym, need to be working on your craft. How are you getting income in? Are you stable? You know what I'm saying? What's your mental health like? You know what I'm saying? And like she said, any man that's responding to a woman right away, you don't have a life. You're not pacing yourself. So far what she's saying is all the way correct. By the way, guys, on my Patreon, I have a tier where I do free consultations with you, $20 a month for that tier. So along with free consultations, you get one video response, free consultations when you want them, and also exclusive content, man. So y'all go ahead and check out that Patreon. And that's for my highest tier, the family. So if you want free consultations, that's $20 a month, and you get all the other perks as well. So y'all make sure y'all go click that link in my description, man. Appreciate y'all.
He's not playing basketball with his friends, nothing. If that's the way that he is, you need to run. I know it sounds counterintuitive to everything that we've all been thinking, but a man that does not have a life.
What's crazy is I don't really think it's counterintuitive. I think, like she's saying, as a man, you need to have a complete life, because when you get with a woman that you really, really want to be with, a lot of times, man, see, women is most of dudes' kryptonite. So what happens a lot of times is we get with a woman and we're acting like we have this complete life, but we really don't. So when you get with that woman, and how do I know this? Because it happened to me 100,000,000 times. You get with this woman and now you neglect all these areas of your life just because you met a new woman. She hasn't done nothing to earn that position. You know what I'm saying? This is why you got to also be able to vet women out. You need to have a complete life. You shouldn't be available to text her back every 2 seconds. You should have meetings going on throughout the day, or you should be in the gym working out. Maybe you can get back to her when you're done working out. But a man that does not pace himself is a man that is not of value. Always remember that.
Outside of you is going to make you his life. And I know that for some of our more insecure girlies, it probably sounds like a dream come true for you to be a man's whole life. But let me tell you that it is extremely dangerous, and not in a funny, cute, haha way. No. If you are his whole life, as in he don't have nothing to do but sit by the phone and wait for your call, what's gonna happen when you're not there? Whether it's because you don't want to be there or because you can't be there, whatever it is, you're his whole life. He don't have nobody to talk to outside of you. His schedule is completely empty. His lifeline is attached to you.
And the thing is, I see these situations a lot. I have them in my own family dynamics. Like throughout my family history, I know different couples where one of the persons they have a whole life and the other person doesn't. They don't have friends or they don't have certain things, and that causes an imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the people in the relationship is going to rely on the other person for their happiness, and you don't want to be in that situation. Regardless if you're the one that don't have a life or you do have a life, you want to get with somebody that has a complete life just like you. Because when that person has a complete life, neither of y'all are relying on each other for their happiness.
That's super unsafe, guys. I don't know another way to say it. It's very unsafe. Should he be consistent in pursuing you? Yes, 100%. But he must have a life. He has to have a life. It's the same thing that I said in that one video.
Well, I don't know about being consistent in pursuing you, but you know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and finish up the video.
A couple of months ago that almost went viral. If you dating a man, you don't have a life, you don't have no hobbies, I was saying you need to find something to do to fill your time, because if you don't have anything to do, you're going to obsess over this one connection. It's the same thing on the reverse side. If he don't have anything to do in his life, he's going to obsess over you and not in a cute, funny, haha way. You need to get you a man who has a full schedule. He needs to have his own life. He cannot depend on you for his life source energy. So please be careful of this. If it seems like every time you text him, he replies in the same minute, he not ever doing nothing. Every time you say, you could say, let's hang out on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. He needs to be saying no. He should be at his job, okay? He should be doing something. He's got to be doing something. If he's not, you need to go.
And I just want to say, man, shout out to her for making that video. A woman like that is a woman that you want to take seriously because she understands the value of a man and how he should be operating in his daily life. You know what I'm saying? And this is where prioritizing your life is so important because, you know, just because you meet a new woman, that does not mean she gets 100% of your time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, we meet a new woman and just because she says she wants more time, we start to neglect all areas of our life. No, a woman / relationship / you dating, you have to learn how to prioritize that into your life. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying? We keep God first, of course, but the work / purpose comes second and then everything else follows. My hobbies, me going to the gym, me reading my books or listening to my audio books / podcast. So you want to be able to prioritize your life. You know what I'm saying? You got to prioritize it. Women should not be number one in your life. And I like what she's saying to the woman because she's telling women like, look, you should not be number one in his life. Number one in his life should be his things that he has to put first, his craft, his hobbies. Those should be number one in his life. A lot of times just because we meet a new woman or a woman thinks just because we meet a new dude that it should be number one in your, that's not how it works. You gotta be able to prioritize. Everything in your life should be important. You know, but it comes down to prioritization. How are you prioritizing it? Saying, what are you giving time to? This is why it's good to have a schedule so you know what you're doing each time of the day. For me, my days are scheduled out. I know what I'm doing at each moment of the day, and that's very important. You know, like for me back in, you know, in my earlier 20s, probably mid 20s, definitely teenage years, I would just, anytime a woman hit me up because she wanted to kick it, I'll kick it with her any time of the day. Nowadays, for me, during the week, I'm not kicking it with no women. At least definitely Monday through Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Because my days are already scheduled out, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I need that time to put myself first. So it's all about how you prioritize your life. Just like she said, if you're a woman and a dude is hitting you back every second, you should be questioning like, man, what this dude got going on? Because you thinking in your head, just because he's hitting you back and showing you all this attention, you thinking, oh man, that's what I always wanted. But what you're gonna realize down the line is y'all didn't pace yourself. And that's what happens in this generation. We don't pace ourselves. And guess what, man? Some women will hate the fact that you're not hitting them up all the time, you're not and that you actually have a life. Some women will despise that because they think that you're actually playing a game. Guess what? Those are the women that are not for you then. You need a woman who thinks like the woman in the TikTok video. A woman who understands that a man of value has things to do. A man of value prioritizes his life. And it's bigger than women. We're not doing this because of women. Most of you dudes be fraud at times. You just, I'm on my purpose just to get a woman. This really has to be a lifestyle. Because when it's really a lifestyle, then that person coming into your life is just icing on the cake. They not the cake. So again, like I said, this is bigger than women. We're not doing this because of a woman, but when you schedule your life out and you put yourself first and prioritize yourself and your life and how you living, other people will do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to pick up a woman who is high value versus a woman who has low value. Because a woman who has low value, she's going to be upset that you're not putting her first. Versus a woman of higher value is going to like that. And she's going to be on your program. And she's going to make it easier for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's better to go that way for the long run, man. So I appreciate you guys, man. That's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. As always, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys.